Hey ladies, how are you? Cynthia right here. So today is Thursday, the fourth day of our boot camp challenge this week of freeing the excess fat. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about sugar cravings or carb cravings, which are totally normal and fine and okay. It's just a matter of how much you have and also how much grace you give yourself when having them. But I just want to give you the top three reasons why we might be craving them. I'm bringing this up because it's something that some of the people who are doing the challenge this week, something that they're struggling with, and even I'm noticing that today specifically. There's a few reasons. One of them, the reason why we have cravings, one of them could be because of the diet that you traditionally eat. If it's higher in carbohydrate, especially just before you started this particular boot camp with us, then you're going to notice a decrease in sugar. So you might even experience hypoglycemic symptoms where your blood sugar feels like it's getting really low and your energy is low. And if that's the case, the best thing to do is drink a little extra water and maybe add a little bit of a pinch of salt to your tongue and drink some water down. It'll help to stabilize your blood sugar, and also really it's getting you rehydrated, which is one of the symptoms of dehydration. Dehydration can also make you feel like you have low blood sugar. So make sure you're getting well hydrated, not just with water, but with minerals specifically. And so one of the reasons could be that you eat a higher carbohydrate diet normally, and then when you're taking them out and changing up the composition of your diet, you might feel like you're craving more carbs, again, which is normal. And what you can do is if you really are, instead, maybe just enjoy some lower glycemic fruits. You can have apple, pear, and all kinds of berries, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, whatever you like. Those are a lower glycemic carbohydrate. And if you want to eat carbohydrates, I would definitely recommend eating ones from the earth, natural plant sources of carbohydrates that are unrefined, unprocessed. So things like potatoes, white potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice, brown rice, just basically carbohydrates that are unprocessed, that are from the earth, that have and retain all the nutrients from the earth. So that's the first reason. The second reason can also be emotional cravings. So if you tend to be the type of person who goes for carbs when you're feeling emotional, when you're feeling tired, when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you just feel like you want comfort or an extra hug to kind of help yourself calm down a little bit, extra carbohydrates, especially in the form of sugar, are going to help you to feel calm. They're going to help you feel relaxed. They're going to help you feel like some of that stress is coming off of you, because there's a chemical reaction that is taking place in your brain that is going to elevate those happy hormones, your dopamine, serotonin, and there's one more, I can't think of the name of it right now, but anyway, those comforting hormones do come into play when you are eating carbohydrates. So it does help temporarily. Food can be a drug to help calm you down. However, in the long run, it doesn't last, right? It doesn't really help. You're not really addressing the emotional issue that you're dealing with. So instead, the best thing is to do that, right? To take care of yourself emotionally, to get in touch with a friend, to speak with a counselor, spend some time in prayer, go for a walk. Even sometimes if we're angry about something, we just want to go into fight or flight. So I would recommend not sitting down, but go for a walk, go get some exercise, so that way you're honoring your body's desire for fight or flight. Even get down and do 10, 20, however many push-ups to get that energy out. Run really fast in place. You can punch a pillow, whatever you feel like you need to do to release those emotions. So being too hungry, being too angry, being too lonely, and being too tired, halt. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired is what is going to be your most common emotional trigger for craving sugar. So keep those in check, and maybe see what it is that might be triggering you. And before you get to that place of wanting something carby, see what you can do when those opportunities come. What can you do to emotionally take care of yourself when that trigger occurs and you're wanting to have something sweet? You could also just go outside, get away from it for 20 to 30 minutes, get your mind occupied, organize something, just get yourself in a different mindset, spend some time in prayer. Even taking a hot shower is a really good one. Sitting in a hot tub, that really helps to release that energy and help you to calm down a little bit as well, instead of going for sugar or carbs. The other thing is that you might just be, when you're feeling uncomfortable emotionally, you just might want to eat something sweet because it reminds you of good times. of things that you were doing with your family, maybe family events, family birthday parties, special occasions where you're having a good time and you're bonding and enjoying sweet treats, cake or cookies or whatever pastries, maybe during the holidays or a birthday party or a special event. That gives you that good feeling, right? That dopamine hit that you're getting, even that endorphin rush. So it's really that memory that's triggering you to want to eat those foods to give you that same feeling. However, again, right, it doesn't work ultimately because you have to look and see how you feel later on. Is this really helping you? Is it hindering you later? Is it making you put on extra weight, body fat? Is it storing as toxins? Is it affecting your energy? How is it negatively affecting you? Because it could be helping you in the moment emotionally, but later on, it's going to take a toll on you down the road. So what I used to tell my clients all the time is the best way to check this is if you're doing something and it feels good in the moment, but later on it comes back to bite you, it's a half truth, right? It's a lie. So I think of it like in scripture in the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve, and Satan tempted her with the apple or whatever fruit it was, looked so tasty because he was promising her something in the moment, but in the end, bit her, literally, right? So if it feels really good in the moment, but you notice there's potential for complications because of your actions, know that it's a half truth, and a half truth is a lie. Only the full truth is the truth. So make sure that if you are craving carbs, that you are looking to see if it's an emotional trigger and what kinds of things you can do to help yourself emotionally before you get to that place. Okay, so I just gave you a few tips. And then the other thing is, so give yourself grace. Make sure that if you are eating any carbs and you're just wanting to reduce them, so you're reducing body fat, make sure that you give yourself grace and that know that it's okay that it happens once in a while. And maybe what's happening too is you're not eating enough carbohydrates in your diet on a regular basis, so your body's really craving it and needing that extra boost of energy. So maybe instead, like I said, grab some low glycemic fruits, grab some whole food carbohydrates, and maybe have a couple more servings of that during your week. And that's fine. It's completely fine. It's still going to work for fat loss. Also, if in the last 10 days of your menstrual cycle, just before it begins, the last 10 days before it begins, our bodies naturally need progesterone actually needs more carbohydrates in order for it to do its job, to produce a period. Even if you're not menstruating anymore, we can still have those symptoms. The hormones are still there, but at different levels. So if you're feeling like you're craving carbs, if you're feeling like your energy's low, if you're feeling like you just really need to take some downtime, you're just moving slower than normal, it could be because your progesterone levels are high and they need some support. So the reason why we crave sugar during our cycle is because progesterone needs to be elevated. But instead, it's not asking for sugar. Progesterone isn't asking for sugar. It's actually asking for healthier forms of carbohydrates, even dark chocolate, 90 or 85% or higher. Dark chocolate is a great option too for offsetting those cravings. Not only that, progesterone also needs magnesium, and lo and behold, chocolate, and especially dark chocolate, is high in magnesium. So give yourself some grace, listen to your body, take it easy, nurture yourself during that phase of your cycle. Even if you don't have a cycle, you could still have those symptoms, but be sure to nurture yourself. And then before you know it, progesterone will go down. Day one of your cycle, estrogen will go up, and you'll have great brain clarity, great energy, and you'll be able to conquer the world. So I hope that helps. And if you're feeling like you're craving carbs, if it's emotional or if it's physical, just know what to do using some of the tips I gave you today. All right, have a great week, and I'll see you for day 5 tomorrow of our Free the Excess Fat Bootcamp and Challenge. Okay, take care. Bye.